All right, the last shape that we're going to learn the volume formula for is spheres. And just like before, we'll do the volume of spheres today. Surface area of spheres will actually be a later lesson. All right, and we're actually going to do kind of two things here. We're going to find the volume or the radius. But let's talk about the volume of a sphere first. And we only have one formula on this sheet. So the volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed this time. So we're talking about a cube. Um, so let's talk about first, in the first one here, this yellow one, we're going to be finding the volume. And then in the blue one there, we're actually going to be finding the radius. So the one where we're going to find the volume, we're just going to plug that straight in. So 4/3 times pi times the radius. And the radius here is half of 16. So 8 cubed. Okay, so we're going to type this straight in our calculator because we need to use the pi button because it does not say round or have 3.14. So alpha y equals enter. So I've got 4/3 times, the pi button is second, so there's pi, times 8 to the third. Okay, and we're going to round to the hundredth place. So I've got 2,144.66 feet cubed. So that's how I find volume of a sphere. There's only one measurement unit anyway. All right. Now let's talk about when we have, I don't know why, let me just minimize it. When we have the volume, but we need to find the radius. So we're going to plug that in. We have 36 pi, so they actually left the answer in terms of pi. So 36 pi is equal to 4/3 pi r cubed. So we just need to find this radius. And the first thing I'm going to do is multiply by the reciprocal, 3/4, to get rid of that fraction. Okay, so it goes away over here. It's not that it actually goes away, it's that it multiplied together gives you 1, and 1 times pi is just pi. All right, so then let's see what. So 3/4 times 36, we aren't going to put the pi in there, it's 27, so 27 pi. Okay, now we also need to move pi to the other side, so we can divide by pi. Just becomes 1 here, so we don't have that. So it's 27 equals r to the third. All right, to undo raising to the third power, or actually any power, we remember if it's like r squared, we would have taken the square root. Well, we need to take the cube root. So to take the cube root, which is a little 3 on the end here, it's basically asking you what number multiplied by itself 3 times is equal to 27. And that just happens to be, let's think, is it 3? 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. So it is 3. So our answer is R is 3 meters. But if you don't know how to just off the top of your head know what the cube root is, let's talk about how to find that. So in your calculator, if you need cube root, you can press 3. And you press this little math button here. And this number 5, so it actually shows you number 4, but in number 5, you can do any number. So press a 5, and it puts that as the index, is what that's called. And you would put in 27. So the answer is, in fact, 3. But doing it this way lets you take anything. If you need the cube root, the fifth root, the whatever, that's how you can get that on your calculator. So it's just the number, math, and the number 5. Okay. All right, but that's how we solve to find the radius if we're given the volume of a sphere. Okay. Glue this on the appropriate page, and we'll come back later to talk about the surface area.